I like that it's Japan versus Korea, but man, come on, dude. I told you before the top 8 even started, who the fuck is gonna beat this guy? Arslan Ash isn't there. There's only one guy that beats him up on Earth, and it was developed by the engineers at NASCAR. Yeah, NASCAR created him. I like that even better. Nice. We should work together to write lore. I like your style. NASCAR developed him. Top speed. One of the coolest things about Tekken, not just Tekken 7, all Tekkens.
Thank you.
I think that of all the fighting games I've ever played, this game's skill ceiling is so high that there can be a player as good as Knee that's so good that he can easily destroy all these other S-tier world-class players, and then he gets completely destroyed by Arslan Ash. Because the ceiling of this game is truly endless. So it will never restrict your skill. If you have a skill or a style that is like out of this world, there will be no ceiling restricting you from using it and winning with it. You know what I mean? It's just the nature of the game. And the proof is in the pudding. There's always gonna be someone that is light years ahead of you, no matter how good. Knee gets his ass clobbered by this guy. And Knee is Thanos. Knee is Thanos. You know? It's crazy. It's a really impressive and amazing game. All Tekken games share that. But this one, it ties everything together. It maintains that ceiling. But it's just so much more fun to watch than any of the others. You know? Yeah, Tekken 7 is an amazing game. I mean, it's getting pretty fucking old now, too. Honestly, it's super old. Over 2 years, right? I mean, it's already July. That means it's past early 2019. And it came out early 2017. Oh! Man, this game's amazing. They're gonna probably announce some new game, huh? That's the thing, the game's old. How much longer can we expect to get content for this game? I don't know. Realistically, I mean, I feel like we'll be real lucky if we get a Season 3. If we get Season 3 for Tekken 7, you better buy it. Because I feel like that shit is... We'd be really lucky. That would be cool. That would be really cool. Honestly, it would. The biggest reason why I think Season 3 would be amazing is because the game, when it was launched, there's no way they had this plan. This was not part of the plan. Having all these seasons, there's no way. It just was not part of the plan. In fact, I'm sure that they were nervous and had no idea whether or not the game would be successful, and they only would be able to logically look back in history to see how the game would do. And historically, Tekken games always nosedive after the first year, year and a half. Doesn't matter what game it is. Doesn't matter if it's a great one like 5DR or whatever, or a shitty one, to me at least, like Tag 2. It always is that way. So, my point is, there's no way they could have possibly foreseen that this would even be in the realm of possibility. But it is, and we've gotten 2 seasons now of DLC. So, I don't know. I feel pretty lucky that we even got that. If we get another season, that would be sweet. That would be sweet. I'd be happy. Why not? I think it's just like all things that are success. You know, any type of success, there's a really you can't ignore the luck factor. Tekken 7 got really lucky that every other fighting game is fucking trash right now. I mean, if the other fighting games were super tight, I think Tekken would be in trouble. But all the other ones right now, more or less, are a total fucking joke. So, there is a luck factor. The game is great. Don't get me wrong. The game is great and I love it. But you can't ignore the, right place at the right time. Any success story of any sort has a little bit of luck, and that is impossible to ignore here. Tekken 7 is almost counting on the other games being trash. It's a combination, though. I know a lot of people who are really diehard Tekken 7 fans that before Tekken 7, they were multi-game players. They would play Street Fighter, everything. But now that Tekken 7's out, literally they say, now that Tekken 7's out, I don't need another fighting game. And that's interesting because historically, if you go back, if you know me long enough, if you listen to my old podcast, I always used to say, don't just play one game. If you want to be good, if you want to, really understand the concepts of fighting games, play multiple games, as many as you can. But I don't say that anymore, because all the other games are trash. But I used to say that back when they weren't. Why would you play one of the other games? They're garbage. I'm just kidding, of course. You could play them, but that doesn't mean I won't make fun of you. I mean, what do you expect? To play Street Fighter V and not get made fun of? You don't seem too bright. But that's probably why you're playing it in the first place. So it all adds up, is what I'm saying. Your story adds up. Carry on. That was whack. Nobody can even touch this guy. I have to make up all this shit to stay entertained. That was a blowout clobbering. Another snap? He snapped. Nice games. And he's a beast. Easy snap. He got his cheeks clapped? Clapping cheeks, huh? He got his cheeks snapped? Damn, snapping cheeks.